Hey everybody, Terrence here doing a video blog about Dota 2, specifically about Red Bull LAN Seattle that just happened last night. Red Bull LAN Seattle was an event that obviously Red Bull sponsored, funded, that took place way up in North Seattle at the Sand Point Naval Base. Quite a drives away for me from Renton, but at the same time I had a very enjoyable time. But I did a video blog about this already, like, just moments ago, but the mic was being really weird, and it had this ee throughout the whole time, so I'm gonna try to redo it and do it with the same energy, but hopefully try to make it a little bit shorter and remember everything that I said. But I'm kind of gonna try to hit on what I liked about the event, what I think Red Bull did well, those kind of positive things, positive ideas about the event, and then I'm going to hit on like the negative things and recommendations. So the first thing that I kind of want to say to Red Bull is just thank you for throwing an event. I think you guys did a fantastic job despite like what exactly this was, because what I'm saying is Dota 2 is not the most popular game in the United States of America. The skill level for Dota 2 is much lower than anywhere else in the world. So thank you for just diving into Dota 2 in general, because in the US it's a much like lower skilled game. It's not like the most popular. Not a lot of people are playing it. The audience isn't as large as like League of Legends or anything like that. So thank you for getting into Dota 2, but also for just taking a stab at going for the region, you know. I know that Dota 2 was born in Bellevue/Seattle, Washington, but at the same time, since Dota 2 is already such a small game in the United States, the fact that you guys condensed it into one region was kind of a huge risk as well, but you guys made it work, and I guess that's also one thing I want to bring up that you guys did well, is that you guys made it work. Thanks for making it work. The structure was really weird. Here, for all the people that don't know, they had 100 players with 7 rounds, and every round a player would be put in random teams playing against another randomly made team. And the way it happened is that there was like a sort of elo or ranking system, and the people who won the most ended up going up with each other near the end of it all. So, you know, the more you won, the more you played other people who won. And at the time, I thought it was really weird, because I could, while I was watching, I thought that there could be situations where, you know, a lesser skilled player, like my friend Trashcan, I'm not saying he's bad, but, you know, like somebody who's not so pro can randomly get paired up with a pro player on his team and get carried to like 3 wins. So, you know, there was kind of luck regarding the first half of that, but as, you know, as they started playing people who won, then it would really reveal who actually had skill. So, good job, Red Bull, for finding a formula that worked. Good job for contacting IX Mike, and I think using his IXDL client, or using a variation of his IXDL client for this whole thing. That was a fantastic idea, because he kind of had something that worked already. But you guys kind of were able to use it in this LAN event, so that's pretty cool. Great job on that. Let's see, what else did I say? Great job for using LD and Cuddle Guy. Those guys were the perfect duo for this event. They came in knowing that the MMR of all the players could be from 0 to like 6,300, and they kept their mind open regarding all the games, and they had a lot of fun with it, which is awesome regarding an event like this, because it's so casual. You know, you didn't want them like over-analyzing every game, because sometimes you get probably like 700 MMR players or something like that. And they did make fun of like item builds and some weird picks and stuff like that, but not too much. You know, they still kind of brought it back, and they remembered exactly what they were casting, and they had a lot of fun with it. So Red Bull, great job for getting those two from the BTS squad there, you know, to stream. Not there, but to stream, because to cast, because they took the reins well, and they knew exactly what they were doing. So I think that you guys should actually bring them back if you guys were thinking about doing another Red Bull LAN anywhere else regarding Dota 2, because they did a fantastic job. So props for getting those guys. Great job for getting the event in Sand Point Naval Base. I don't know. It was, oh no, my bad. That was not what the one was. Great job getting Sand Point Naval Base for the time that you guys did, from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Even though every game they probably told you every game, or you knew every game lasted around an hour, and you were not assuming, you were what's the word? You were guessing, you were predicting that that the game, that like this whole structure would end in 7 rounds, meaning that it would be around 7 to 8 hours, that the 7, 8 to 9 hours that this whole thing would last. But by stretching it to 10 hours, you guys actually had ample time for anything that could have possibly happened, you know. So great job with that, because we saw a problem with ESL Frankfurt 2 years ago, where they had to stretch their grand finals, or not stretch, they had to cut down their grand finals down to a best of 3 from a best of 5, because the Commerzbank Arena was like really needed them to get out and stuff like that. So you guys were able to avoid any sort of like hectic scheduling issues by kind of just, you know, just having that stretch of time. And you know, it's probably easier to get that stretch of time for an abandoned hangar up in North Seattle, opposed to the Commerzbank Arena or whatever in Germany. But great job with that, the time thing, really well done. I won't say the logistics behind the event, just like I said, everything that I mentioned was just really well done. It ran very smoothly. It ran very, very smoothly for what it was, for just having 100 random teams and stuff like that. It was enjoyable. I guess I should mention that I wasn't actually a player. I was just a spectator. If you saw me, I was the Asian guy that looked like me. So, yeah. So, I was there watching and just walking around talking to my friend Trashcan. And as a spectator, I enjoyed it a whole lot because it was so casual, you know. I admit that I like watching awesome Dota, pro Dota. That's a given. But when you're there, like, watching, it's cool to see skills of from all different MMRs, because it makes everybody feel human, and it makes you a little bit more attached if you know the player there. Like, whenever my friend Trashcan was on the stream, I think he had 2 games on the stream, it made me so much more invested in the game, even though it wasn't, like, a pro game, just because it had somebody that I knew, you know, and that was cool. But, yeah, overall, I want to say Red Bull, that was a very, very, very good event, for the most part. Like, if you were just to give me, like, did I enjoy the event, yes or no, it was definitely yes, no doubt about that. But I have to do this. I have to, also talk about, not really the negatives, kind of the negatives, but things that I feel like you guys could improve on. And the first thing that I really want to, mention, that I mentioned first last time when I did this, before the mic screwed up, and I hope it's not screwing up right now, but I think that instead of having two food trucks there at the same time, from like whatever time you had to whatever time you had, I think you guys should have one food truck during like lunch to noon, like around the noon time and afternoon time, and then one lunch towards the nighttime. Because if you remember, the event lasted till 9 o'clock, I think, p.m. And I think they were closed by 6 or 7, because I actually drove all the way to Lake City to get my friend Trashcan Dix, because the motherfucker was hungry and starving, and he couldn't get anything to eat because he had to play games 24/7, and he was always worried about missing a game. And he, you know, you guys had the food trucks, but near the end of the day, when he was able to get food, because the game actually didn't last that long, he wasn't able to get food, so I had to drive out and get them. Yeah, I know there was a 7-Eleven right there, but I didn't know that. It was like a block away. I didn't know that until I got back, because I saw it when I was driving to coming back from Lake City. But, you know, it would be nice to have a food truck in the afternoon and a food truck closer to the evening. That would be awesome. Another thing that I feel like you guys could improve on is spectator interactment. Not necessarily interactment, but, you know, something to make people want to come watch. You know, all the pins you guys freaking had at the end of the night, I just thought about, why didn't you guys throw those out to the audience during, like, the downtime and stuff like that, when, like, the timer was going on? Why didn't you guys just have, like, your Red Bull ladies, excuse me, run over to the desk, pick up some pins, and be like, hey, who wants some free swag? And have them just chuck them into the audience, the 5 people that were sitting in the audience during downtime. But, no, a little bit more things for the spectators, I guess is what I'm saying. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like you guys could have a lot more people come if you announced right upon the reveal of the event that there would be stuff for spectators. Because once the once the registration passes were full, I don't see a very good reason for people to want to come and spectate unless their friends were like going, you know, and then watching. But at the same time, you know, it's esports is a very like niche thing. Like I wouldn't go if I was not really into Dota 2 as much as I wouldn't go just to watch. You know, I only went to watch Dota 2 because I love the game so much. But there aren't many people like me out there. This isn't basketball level yet, or this isn't normal sports level yet. You know, you can't just be like, oh, people are going to watch this for sure, so we're going to afford cheaper tickets. Yeah, people are going to come, but only if they really love it, I feel like, especially when it comes to Dota 2, which is a smaller game. So if you guys kind of said, hey, we're going to have raffles for the audience, we're going to throw out some free swag, we're going to also, I don't know, play some games, have some trivia. Come on now, why did y'all do some trivia or something? That would be awesome. Like, have maybe just a little bit of downtime, kind of like things for the spectators, just to encourage people to come, make more money, get more advertisement kind of thing. You know, the more people come, the more free advertisement, not free, the more advertisement you guys get out, kind of thing. As a spectator who loved Dota 2, I loved the event, but I also really wanted to play the game, but couldn't because I didn't get a registration pass, and I got off work at 10:30, so I couldn't make it and register even if people chickened out, you know. My recommendation is have 10 to 20 computers on the side, not part of the tournament, that people can sign up to play a game of Dota with on a wait list, and once their name is called, maybe over the loudspeaker, or like you give them a number, and then like once their number is called out for a game, then they go to those computers on the side, play a game with other people who had their numbers called, just one game, and then once their game is done, they could either sign up again or just get off. You know, it's a LAN. Have people play the game if they love the game. I know you guys want people watching, but at the same time, I wanted to play too. And other people's, I bet, wanted to play too. So, it would have been cool if there were, like, just computers on the side. I'm not sure if there was something kind of going on, a worry with security or something. There probably was. That's why they weren't there. But if you guys could make it work out, if you guys could just go up to Valve and be like, yo, put a legit LAN setting in Dota, and just have, like, LAN over there, then, you know, that would be cool. And, yeah, that would have been nice. I would have liked to play at least one game. And like, oh yeah, that would be cool too if you guys had pros who weren't kind of necessarily playing in the tournament, just kind of on the side, and then you had them playing these pickup games that not are part of the tournament with people who on the wait list on the side. That would have been cool too. You know, that would have been nice. I had one more thing that I feel like you guys could have improved on. Shoot. I don't necessarily remember. I'm gonna just, maybe it had to do with, spectator interaction. Maybe I wanted you guys to interview spectators more, because it would show people who actually watched the stream online that people would come to watch, and it might get them motivated to come to a Red Bull event, LAN event that you guys would be throwing in Chicago. Say the people in Chicago are watching this and we're like, oh, people actually come to this? I can't wait for this event to come to Chicago because I would totally come and watch too, because those spectators, when they interviewed them, looked like they had a lot of fun. So, man, I want to have fun too. So, dang, Red Bull, please throw a LAN Dota 2 event in Chicago. Yeah. Anyways, I honestly think that's probably the main stuff. Overall, though, it was a good event. Those are just my recommendations, but it was a great event. I had tons of fun just as a spectator who loved Dota 2, loved it, fantastic idea. As a b-boy, also though, I kind of want to plug that I hope you guys are thinking about doing like a regional Red Bull Dota 2 tournament, like, because I love Dota 2, so I don't care if you guys do it for Counter-Strike or anything else, but just do it for Dota 2, where you guys like Red Bull BC1, like. You guys have like a tiers and people qualify through the region, so you guys have like a Seattle regional and Chicago regional and a Los Angeles and San Francisco and a Miami and a Houston regional, and then once the top players of each like region get chosen, then they could do the random thing again, maybe in like some awesome place like Seattle for the finals, and the finals have to be in Seattle because I love the city and I'd watch it. So yeah, 15 minutes again. I kept going. I can't believe it. Anyways, thanks for watching, Red Bull. I hope you watched this. It was fantastic. I loved it. Peace. Bye.